What is up, guys? Today we are playing as Cyclops against Sabertooth on Expert Mode, and we're using the Hellfire and the Deathstrike module sets instead of the Brotherhood and Mystique module sets. So yeah, this is a really cool Cyclops deck here. I want to give a huge shout out to Doc7 who put me on this. So basically with Cyclops, we have 3 copies of the Energy Shield here. This is a protection deck here for Cyclops. And the Energy Shield is a free upgrade that can permanently stay on the villain from the first player phase to the end of the game. And yeah, all other upgrades attached to the villain are temporary. But with Cyclops' Optic Blast ability here, we can spend 1 resist to any type to do 3 damage to enemy with the upgrade attached. This will stay on Sabertooth forever. This is attached to a character. That's any character, including Sabertooth here. So that is the main game plan here with this hyper aggressive protection deck right here. So let's go through deck breakdown. So with Cyclops here, his alter ego deck building ability says that you can include X-Men allies from any aspect in your deck. So even though we're playing in protection, we have like protection upgrades. We have aggression allies here: Shark Girl, Psylocke, Sunfire. We have Polaris, we have Dazzler, and we also have Pixie here as our X-Men ally lineup. And then for our basic X-Men allies, we have Forge, Colossus, Professor X, Triage, Beak, and Gambit. X-Jet, Helicarrier, and Utopia. 2 Power and All of Us. 3 basic doubles here. And we also have 3 copies of Pin Down and an Honor X-Men. This is a great tactic card for Cyclops to grab, and he can give it on these minions here. So yeah, that is a deck breakdown. Let's shuffle up our deck here, and I'm super excited to try out this Cyclops deck here, a more aggressive, higher tempo deck, because we can use our Optic Blast every single turn on the villain and on potential minions as well. For this deck, we really want to get the Ruby Quartz Visor in play, but the obligation will kind of wreck that. So I'm not sure how early we want to get the Ruby Quartz Visor. We probably don't want to prioritize it over other key cards, but if we're able to play it, we will play it. Normally, I don't really play that card until I'm all built out, but we're going to try to go a little bit higher tempo here. All right, so I think we're all shuffled up here for our Cyclops deck. Let's get Sabertooth set up here. So main scheme stage 1A says to put the Find the Senator side scheme into play. So we have the side scheme right here, and we also attach Robert Kelly, the ally, to it, which is right here attached to the side scheme. And then let's see, Robert Kelly is in play, but under no player's control currently. All right, and then for Find the Senator, it says that Robert Kelly cannot be healed by player card effects and cannot have upgrades attached, so we cannot attach Energy Shield to Robert Kelly, unfortunately. When defeated for this side scheme, whenever we defeat this, comes in with 5 per player threat in a crisis, so we can't thwart the man while it's in play, and 5 threat is a lot. So let's shuffle up these encounter sets into the encounter deck here as well while we are setting up Sabertooth. We'll also put in Lady Deathstrike as well. Alright, so it says here the first player detaches Robert Kelly whenever the side team is defeated, and we gain control of him. Advance to main scheme 2A. Then we flip this card and place it next to the main scheme. Okay, it's been a while since I played Sabertooth, so I'm not exactly sure what happens when we flip that card over. But we'll see. Whatever happens, happens. Alright, let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B here. 0 initial threat. Stalked by Sabertooth. For response, after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, we do 2 indirect damage to Robert Kelly, and 3 if there's at least 6 threat on here. While Robert Kelly is attached to Find Sender, treat his text box as if it were blank. If Robert Kelly leaves play, then we lose a game. Okay, so he has 9 life, pretty much a blank text box, and if he dies, we also die, so we don't want him to die. Alright, Sabertooth here comes in with toughness, so let's give him a tough status card. And then he has a force response after he activates against you, so scheme or attack. With his card top card then counter deck, heal damage from equal to number of boost icons this card this way. So he's going to be healing a lot here if we do damage to him, so we'll see what we want to do. Let's go and do our mulligans. I think we're all set up, so let's drop to our hands as here of 6 and see what we do. We got a power and all of us. Ooh, okay. I like that a lot. So 6 cards here. X-Jet, getting a resource generator on turn 1 is good. We probably, Shark Girl is a little bit too early, but she's always usable as a resource here. And then we could play Beak, I guess, and just kind of hold on to this. Could I play Psylocke? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually can play Psylocke. I think we go for Psylocke here, guys. But if I go for Psylocke, then we don't have a blocker against Sabertooth. We'll have to take the hit to the face. I think that's okay. I would love to get a Confuse on him so we can flip down to Alter Ego. I think we go for a Psylocke play here. Yeah, okay, let's just keep this hand, and we'll just hold on to this. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to use our action here, Concentrating. Search your deck for a tactic upgrade and add to your hand. So we're going to grab a copy. Ooh, I had a double coming up. Dang it, I probably should have mulliganed something. But it's okay. We're going to grab a pin down, which is a tactic upgrade. For protection, we add to your hand with our Alter Ego ability, Concentrating. The Cyclops is constantly in training. Then let's shuffle up our player deck here. All right, and then we're gonna flip up here to hero form. Then let's go ahead and use 3 resources here when paying for a basic card, because the Power Nautilus is a double for basic cards, so we can play our X-Shed here. 3 cost support would exhaustively generate a WA resource for a player whose identity has X-Men trait, which we have in our hero form here. So I forgot we're readied up, and so is the X-Shed. Let's exhaust the X-Shed, generates a WA resource for us, and then this will be 3 more resources right here for a total of 4, so we can play Psylocke. Alright, and then she'll come in readied up here. And Psylocke enters play with 2 psionic counters. I know Sabertooth has a way to get Stalwart. I don't know if I want to confuse him here. Maybe I confuse him next turn. Let's go ahead and have Cyclops store for 2 from the main. Drop this from 5 down to 3. And then that will end our turn. Let's ready back up. And yeah, we're going to draw back up to 5. I could have Psylocke Thor. I think we just leave it though. Let's drop to 5 here. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, that's too many doubles now. Hopefully we get a minion for this pin down. Alright, it is Sabertooth's turn. Okay. So we're gonna add 1 threat to the main. Force response after resolving set 1 of villain phase. We do 2 damage to Robert Kelly. And if there's 6 damage here, we do 3, but we're gonna do 2 to Robert Kelly. Okay, so he's taking some damage here. And then okay, we just can't let him get defeated. And he cannot be hewed. Okay, so that's it with that. Sabertooth's gonna attack us here. He's hitting with a base of 2, and he gets a face down boost card. I think we just take the hit to the face. I mean, I could defend everyone. I mean, this is not a good hand, right? Because we have too many resources right now. Yeah, let's take the hit to the face. He's hitting with a base of 2. This would be the boost. 2, so 4 damage here on Cyclops brings us from 10 down to 6 life. And then Sabertooth will activate his ability. Force response. After he activates, he just attacked us. Discard the top card of the encounter deck. We're going to heal 3 damage from him. I'm glad it was under fire, so he's already at full life. He doesn't really heal anything. But yeah, we got rid of under fire. Then we get dealt 1 face down counter card, which is a Unrelenting Savage. We're going to be in hero form. Sabertooth attacks you. If he has no sustained damage, he gets +1 attack for his activation. Ooh, he has no sustained damage. So he's hitting us with a base of 3 here. Gets a face down boost card. If it's 3, we lose, so we're going to have to exhaust to defend for 2. So he's hitting with 3, boost is 1, so 4 damage. We defend for 2. We take 2 damage, brings us down to 4. And then that resolves this force response he just activated, so he's going to discard this and heal 0. Alright, back over to our turn here. Okay, at least we can flip down here. But unfortunately, we can't heal anymore. I think I hold on to these doubles and then use this to play Polaris. Let's use the extra generate water resource because we have the X-Men trait here form. 2 more resources for a total of 3, so we can play Polaris here. And then after she enters play, give an X-Men character a tough stats card. Let's give Cyclops that tough. And then we are going to have Psylocke swing at Sabertooth. She'll trigger her interrupt. When she attacks an enemy, we can remove psionic counter from her, and then confuse the enemy and do 1 damage to it. So interrupt happens before her attack. We knock off the tough from Sabertooth. We confuse him, and then we do 1 damage, brings him down, or that knocks out the tough. Then our attack of 1 is going to go through. That'll hit him for 1, bring him from 15 down to 14, because 2 instances of damage there with our interrupt and Psylocke's actual attack stat. Psylocke will take a consequential damage. Polaris probably gonna exhaust the Thor for 1 Fine Sender. We can't thwart the main because of that crisis. She'll take a consequential damage. And we're gonna flip down here to Alter Ego while we have Sabertooth all confused up. I don't think we concentrating here. That's gonna end our turn. Let's ready up. And then we'll draw back up to 6. Hold on to these doubles. Hopefully we'll get some stuff. Ooh, okay. Okay. Ooh, okay. This is not great. I'm really hoping we get some minions out. We can attach the energy shield though to do Sabertooth or myself. So yeah, that's good that we got energy shield. Okay, Sabertooth's turn. He's gonna add a threat to the main. Then he's gonna do wait, we add 1 threat, and then he's gonna do 2 damage to Robert Kelly. So Robert Kelly has 4 damage. He's getting close to death here. He's gonna scheme because we're an Arc Eagle, but Sabertooth is confused, so he doesn't do anything. Then we get dealt one face down counter card, which is an advance. So he's gonna scheme here with the base of 2, gets a face down boost card, which is 0. But the boost effect is attached to Sabertooth. He's gonna have piercing now. Oh snap! And he'll have a tough, and he gets +1 attack. So it's 3 attack, and piercing, and he schemes for just 2. So the man goes up to 4 threat. Then he just activated by scheming. So we discard talk on the counter deck. He's gonna heal 2, so he goes 15 life. Okay, the claws is not good. I might have to use that hero action here because we kind of have a dud hand. Maybe I shouldn't have held on to both doubles here. Let me see. We have a physical. We have an energy. I gotta get rid of that piercing. Oh, sorry. Extra should be right up as well. Let's use our constant training. So we'll search our deck for tactic upgrade. Add to your hand. Not really anything that we want. I think we could do a practice defense here. Yeah, let's get a practice defense. Add that to our hand. And we'll shuffle up. Alright, and then what Cyclops cards do I have in my discard pile for this Tactical Brilliance? Do I want to Thor right now with the Tactical Brilliance? Maybe even not, right? What would have been nice if we got like a Helicarrier or Utopia just to get set up a little bit. Would have been really good there. Okay, let's exhaust. We're going to heal by 3. Brings from 4 back up to 7. So we need to get some more life there. And then we're flipping up to hero form. And we are exhausted here. We could Optic Blast him. Actually, we could full... No, I can't full blast. I just exhausted. Okay, let's use a hero action here first. Spend 1 of each resource type to discard the card. Extra is going to generate a wild. We'll declare it to be a mental. And then this would be energy. And this would be a physical. So 1 of each resource type to discard the Adamantium Claws because we want to keep our tough status card there. So that's gone. Or sorry, we don't want it to get pierced off. I kind of want to hold on to the doubles here. So I can't thwart the man. It'll go up to 5. Robert Kelly would take some more damage, unfortunately. Could put both these on Sabertooth. Doesn't really make sense. We can add a tactic card and discard power to our hand. Doesn't really make sense to do that either here. I'm definitely going to Optic Blast him. Do I just thwart out, find a sender? If we do that, I believe Sabertooth attacks all go on Robert Kelly, and I have to defend. I have a tough, so I don't want to defend right now. Yeah, why don't we not do that yet? We'll hold on to Tactical Brilliance. We will hold on to a double. And do I hold on to both doubles here, guys? Be super greedy again? Maybe. Let's go ahead and attach the energy shield here to Sabertooth. Actually, let's attach to ourselves just in case. So attach to a character will give us a Cyclops. Whenever we take any amount of damage, we can spend X energy users to prevent X of that damage. So we'll just have this down. Doesn't get rated up or anything. Then we're going to attach practice defense to enemy will give us a Sabertooth. It's temporary, so he doesn't get discarded at the end of the round. Attach enemy gets a -1 attack, so he only has 1 attack now. Okay, then now that we have upgrade attachment, we can use Optic Blast, spend a resource of any type. Let's use a resource here. And we can do 3 damage to enemy with upgrade attached. He has an upgrade, so 3 damage. Blasting him brings him from 15 down to 12. Then Polaris will exhaust and swing for 2. That will bring from 12 down to 10. And Polaris will take a consequential. And that will end our turn. Let's right up here. And weird play, but I'm holding on to these doubles. Hopefully we get something to play with them. Draw back up to 5. Okay, that's not it. Okay, Pixie is great here because she can grab us an X-Men ally with her ability. And we could get like Beak or Shark Girl. Probably Beak there. Okay. So it is Sabertooth's turn. The problem is I'm going to be chump blocking here. Well, I mean, I'm going to max out my ally limit. So do I want to keep this tough and block with Polaris? Because we're going to Pixie. Oh, we could get Polaris back, actually. Okay, never mind. Yeah, let's take this hit to the face here. So he's in with the base of... Wait. Sorry, we didn't add threat. Okay, so we're going to add 1/3 to the main scheme. Gotta make sure we do everything correctly. Then we're going to add 2 damage to Robert Kelly. So instead of having just 4, he'll have 6 damage on him now. Okay, so we probably got to clear off, find a center, or else Robert Kelly's going to die next turn. Sabertooth is just doing damage to Robert Kelly right now because we are trying to build out in this meantime. Alright, Sabertooth's going to hit us with a base of 1. We're going to take us out of a tough. This would be his boost. 1, so 2 damage here. Knocks off our tough status card. He'll discard the top card of the encounter deck and heal 0 because it was 0 boost icon, so that's great to see. Then it's going to deal us 1 face down counter card. which is, oh man, exhaustion. Exhaust your identity, and then it will surge into an assault. The villain's going to attack you here. So Sabertooth will attack us. We'll block this one with Polaris. He's hitting with a base of 1 with the practice defense. Boost is 1. 2 damage, defeats Polaris. Ooh, a lot of activations there. Then he's going to discard a top card to heal with his force response. He's healing 0 because there's no boost icon, so that's great. So he saves that 10 life. Temporary, at the end of the round, this will get discarded, and it's back over to our turn. Okay. Getting exhausted there. It's not great. I think I might have Psylocke Thwart to find the Senator now. Okay, let's first go ahead and use a double resource here, and we'll play Pixie. 2-cost ally. After you play Pixie from your hand, add an X-Men ally from discard power to your hand. Kind of think we go for Polaris here. We could go for Beak. If I get Polaris, let me think. We get the Tough. We can energy shoot him and do damage. I think we do Polaris here. Beak is good here too, but we're going to clear this off. So we're going to add Polaris to our hand with Pixie's ability. And then Psylocke's going to exhaust Shield Thor for 2, clear off, find the sender. Okay, let's give her consequential damage first before I forget, because I know I'm going to forget. Okay, so when defeated, first player detaches Robert Kelly from this scheme and takes control of him. Advance the main scheme to stage 2A. Flip this card and place it next to the main scheme. Okay, so we get Robert Kelly here. He has 9 life, and he has 6 damage. So 3 more life, and he is done. Alright, we're going to flip this over. Protect Sender, it is an environment. Robert Kelly cannot be healed by player card effects and cannot have upgrades attached to him. Oh, so unfortunately, we cannot attach energy shield to Robert Kelly. Hero response: after hero defends against an attack from Sabertooth, spend 2 resources of any type to ready up your hero. Only the player who controls Robert Kelly can trigger his ability, so that's something that we could do if we block from Sabertooth. Let's put that over there. And then we also advance the main scheme. Right? It says to advance the main scheme, right? Yeah, advance the main scheme stage 2A. Okay, so remove all threat. It is advancing. And 2A, we're going to view each player face on encounter card. So we get an encounter card here. And then we're going to advance stage 2B. So this hits 9 threat, then we lose the game. When it's completed, we defeat Robert Kelly. Yeah, and if Robert Kelly loses play, then we lose the game. Okay, so now we got to read Robert Kelly's text box because it's no longer blank. First player controls Robert Kelly. He does not count towards your out limit, though, and cannot have player cards attached. As a force interrupt when an enemy resolves an undefended attack against you, we do the damage to Robert Kelly. So we have to block out attacks. Okay, so it's still our turn here. Psylocke took her consequential damage already. We can give X-Men character tough stats card. Robert Kelly is not X-Men. He doesn't count towards the ally limit, though, so we can still have 3 allies aside from Robert. I think we do X-Jet and a double, and we'll play Polaris here. So when she enters play, give X-Men character a tough stats card. Do we give it to Polaris herself? Or do I give it to Cyclops here? Is the question. Because when Saber is attacking, we're going to have to block. I think we do Cyclops. Let's do Cyclops. We're going to give Cyclops a tough stats card here. Alright, and then, so she entered played. Then we're going to attach energy shield to Sabertooth. So attach any character. We'll give the Sabertooth here. And whenever he would take damage, we can spend X energy usage to prevent extra damage. I'm not going to do that, though. We just want an upgrade attached to him. So now we can Optic Blast here again because there's an upgrade attached to him. Spend a resource. We're going to do 3 damage on Sabertooth, bringing it from 10 down to 7. So already getting good value right there on turn 1 of us playing that energy shield on Sabertooth. Then let's go ahead and have Polaris swing for 2. That'll bring from 7 down to 5. He's going to heal though, but we need to try to get some more damage on him. She'll take a consequential damage, and Pixie is not going to attack us. She'll get defeated there. Nothing for her to thwart. I think that will end our turn. Let's write back up all of our characters. So now we don't have those resources in hand anymore, unfortunately, but we'll draw back up to 5 here. And ooh, we got Utopia. I could Utopia and Forge to get the ready. We got a pin down as well. These are for the minions, but we haven't been getting Lady Deathstrike or those Hellfire minions yet. Alright, it is Sabertooth's turn. Okay, he's going to add 1 to the main. Good thing is we got rid of both advances already, so that's good to see. Alright, he is going to attack us. This is the face down encounter card. So he gets a boost card here. And let me think. So when enemy resolves an undefended attack, we do damage to Rocket. So we have to defend here. I think we exhaust to defend with Cyclops. So we are just defending for 2. He's hitting with a base of 2. This would be the boost, 0. So, oh, wait. Okay, so we fully defend attack. We actually reduce the amount of damage dealt by 2. So he deals 0 damage, actually. So we keep our tough, which is crazy. After your hero defends against an attack from Sabertooth, we can spend 2 resources to write up your hero. Only the player who controls R. Kelly can do that. But we're gonna Utopian Forge anyway, so there's no point. Yeah, it's fine. Why don't we just not... Actually, wait. Do I just spend 2? Because then I could play Utopia, and I could potentially hold on to Forge, because we might as well get there right now. Exhaustion's already gone, because we got it as an encounter card. I think I'm okay doing this right here. Yeah, let's spend 2 resources, because we just defend and attack, and we can ready up your hero. And we do control our killer, so we can do that. Yeah, let's get ready up here without the Utopia, because I think I might keep all the allies here. All right, then Sabertooth's going to heal with his force response. Please be low boost. Okay, 0 boost, so he heals nothing. That's good to see. It's just a boost effect. All right, we have 1 encounter card. He's going to deal us another encounter card for a total of 2. And hopefully doesn't get more activations here. First one is Hack and Slash. Discard 1 random card from your hand and then take damage equal to the number of printed resources on it. Oh, man. Please don't be Utopia, guys. Cyclops needs his Utopia. All right, 1 random card is going to be this one. Forge. Okay, that's okay. And then we're going to take 1 damage. Okay, so we lose our tough here anyway instead of 1 damage to Hack and Slash. Last encounter card is, wait, did I do the 1 of you or the boost? Discard 1 random card from your hand. Take damage equal to a number. Yeah, okay. That's right. Adamantium upgrades. Attach to enemy without adamantium upgrades. Oh no, Sabertooth's going to get adamantium upgrades. Attach enemies attacks gain piercing. Here, action spend 1 of each resource type to get rid of the card, and he has +2 attack. So Sabertooth is laced up here, having 4 attack now, and piercing. We don't have any more tough, so that's fine, but there's a lot of damage there. Okay, backwards to our turn. I think we definitely just get Utopia down. We're down to 2 cards in our hand. Extra generate wild resource. This will be another resource to play Utopia. It's 2 cost support. If each of your allies has an X-Men trait, increase your ally by 1. And after an X-Men ally enters play, we exhaust Utopia to write up an X-Men character. So we have a good lineup here to be chump blocking. Ooh, I wanted to Optic Blast him to finish him off. Should we do... We can swing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we do that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna do... What is his flip? I don't know what his flip is. Okay, Polaris is gonna swing for 2. That'll bring Sabertooth from 5 down to 3. She'll take a consequential damage. Pixie's gonna throw for 1, clear off the main scheme. She'll take a consequential damage. Psylocke is gonna swing, use her interrupt, remove a counter, so it's gonna confuse Sabertooth and then do 1 damage. And then her attack of 1 will go through, brings her down to 1 life. She'll take a consequential damage, and she gets knocked out here. Alright, then Cyclops is going to swing for 1 on Sabertooth. That'll bring him from 1 all the way down to 0. So no more healing. We flipped him over to his 3rd and final stage. Ooh, he has Retaliate, so he's going to hit us back for 1. I should have had Psylocke do it. I forgot he had Retaliate there. So we take a Retaliate on the flip, and he has how much life? He has 18 life. So we can bring him down to 0, then we win. But he also comes in with toughness here. And we need our visor. So toughness, because that has piercing. And then after he activates again, shoot his card top card, then counter deck. Hue damage from Sabertooth equals to number boost icons. So Sam ability here, but he has 5 attack now with this thing, and piercing, and retaliate. Alright, and then we're gonna flip down to Arc Eagle because we have him confused here. And we're not gonna grab anything. Let's end our turn. Ready back up. And we'll draw back up to our hands. That's here 6 in Arc Eagle. Hopefully we can get something good. Ooh, we got exploit weakness here. Ooh, we got the visor, guys. Visor gives our Optic Blast piercing and range to avoid the retaliate. Drawing back up to 6 here. Okay. And we go for the push here. Okay, it's Sabertooth's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to the main. He's going to scheme, but he is confused, so nothing happens. Then we get dealt 1 face down encounter card, which is Animal Ferocity. Sabertooth gains Stalwart. We attach this to him. So now he can't be stunned or confused. Here, actually spend 1 of each resource type to this card. Okay. He's got a lot of going on now. He has the Ferocity, he has the upgrades, and he has the Energy Shield. Yikes. Okay, backward to our turn. Okay, let's definitely concentrating here. So we'll search through our deck for a tactic upgrade, add to your hand, limit once per round. We have the Ricochet beams coming up. Things would be pretty good. Oh, are there no more tactic upgrades? Tactic. Dang it, we fizzled, guys. No tactic upgrades to add to hand. That's okay. I think we drew until the last one to exploit weakness here, so we just shuffle up. Okay, we get our obligation. It's gonna stink, but we just really need 2 turns to not have it to survive this. I can't really have the allies attack right now. So we need them to block in case Sabertooth gets multiple activations, or else we just die. Because he's got piercing and all this stuff going on. I think I'm gonna heal here. Yeah, let's exhaust. Heal by 3, brings from 6 back up to 9 life. Alright, then we're gonna flip up here to hero form, and we are exhausted. We're going to use a double resource here, so we can play our Ruby Quartz Visor, 2-cost upgrade. We can exhaust it to generate a energy resource for your Optic Blast ability, the attack against piercing and range. So let's Optic Blast Sabertooth now with his energy shield, and we'll use this to generate that energy resource for it. And it's going to have piercing and range, knock off his tough, piercing it, and then 3 damage with Optic Blast, brings him down 15 life. And then we'll avoid the retaliate from Sabertooth as well because of the range there. And then I think, do we go Colossus here? Yeah, Dowser is not going to be able to do anything. I think we hold on to Exploit Weakness here. So extra will be a resource. This will be 2 more resources for a total of 3 to place Colossus, who is 3 cost, because he says reduce the cost of playing by 1 if your Denny has to meet your extra trait, which you have the X-Men trait. So he's 3 costs here. Colossus comes in with toughness. And then he'll be readied up. I think we may block Colossus. No, wait, he has piercing. So Colossus swings 3 here. If we exploit weakness next turn, can we go for the kill? I think we do it. Colossus going to swing for 3 on Sabertooth. That will bring him from 15 down to 12. And then he's going to take a Retaliate to lose a tough status card. And then Colossus would take 2 consequent damage after that attack. Alright, that's going to end turn. Let's ready back up. And the other allies are still readied up. We'll hold on to this in our hand and draw back up to our hands as a 5 in hero form. Hopefully we can pull this off. It will depend on how much he heals here, I think. Oh, we didn't get our attack event. Or Phoenix. Okay. Okay. Sabertooth's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 2 threat here. I forgot the Utopia, did I? That's okay. Alright. He's hitting us. He has Stalwart. He's base of 5 and piercing now. This would be his boost card. We're going to block this with Pixie. Here's a boost. Boost effect. If it defeats an ally, place 2 threat on the main scheme. Dang, okay. So it does defeat an ally. So he plays 2 threat on the main scheme. And it's just going to be 5 damage, destroying Pixie here, unfortunately. Alright. Then he's going to heal. Come on, low boost, low boost. 2. Okay, so he's going to heal 2 damage with the 2 boost icons from Master Plan. I think we're a little bit short of killing him. We get an encounter card, Power and Decadence. Whenever you give the villain a tough stats card, give this card to the villain as a face-down boost card. What's the boost? After activation, the attacking enemy activates against you again, and do not give a boost. Okay, so give the enemy a tough, and then we give this to him as a face-down boost. Okay, and he gets a tough here. Okay, that's not terrible. Let's go ahead and Optic Blast here with Ruby Quartz Visor, because Energy Shield is attached. Wait. Actually, wait. We're gonna exploit weakness, right? Yeah, never mind. I don't want to do that yet. Can I exploit weakness and Gambit? I can. Okay, that is going to be the main play here. Gambit is going to be able to see how much he heals as well. Maybe we can go for the push. Let's use extra generate wild resource to attach exploit weakness on Sabertooth. So it says attach to enemy, maximum for enemy. Increase the amount of damage attached enemy takes from each attack by 1. So we're going to be exploiting his weakness there. Alright, so only extra damage from attacks will be increased right now. Alright, let's go ahead and use our Ruby Quartz Visor and Optic Blast now, because he has upgrades attached. Pierce off the tough. It is an attack with the attack keyword, so instead of doing 3 damage, we're going to do 4 with exploit weakness. That'll bring it from 14 down to 10 life here. Then let's have Colossus swing for 3, but it will do 4. That'll bring it from 10 down to 6 life. Colossus is going to take a retaliate and get knocked out. We just need a 2 booster for Gambit, actually. Polaris is going to swing here for 2, but it'll do 3 because of Exploit Weakness, brings him down to 3 life. And then Polaris takes a consequential damage. She's going to get, or retaliate, from Sabertooth. She gets knocked out here. Alright, here we go. We just got to get this. Actually, wait, we have it either way. Cyclops will swing for 1, and it'll do 2 damage with Exploit Weakness. That will bring Sabertooth from 3 down to 1. And it will take a retaliate, drop from 9 down to 8 life. Then we're going to use 3 resources here to play Gambit. When Gambit enters play, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck and tuck 1 underneath them so only the boost is available. Oh, here are all the minions that I wanted. That's fine. We'll grab Sebastian Shaw here. So now Gambit's going to have 3 Thor 3 attack equal to the boost icons of the card tucked underneath them. And when we play game, we can also exhaust Utopia because he's X-Men ally to rep in our X-Men character in Cyclops. And we're going to have Cyclops here swing for 1+1 with the exploit weakness and bring Sabertooth down 0. And he is defeated, so he will not retaliate. And then Gambit here can also swing for 3+1, so 4 extra overkill damage here on Sabertooth. All right, that was really a quick game with super aggressive Cyclops here with our energy shields in protection. So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoy this gameplay. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to Doc7 again for putting me on the really cool energy shield, exploring that ruling right now. I don't know if it's going to change in the future, but currently we are allowed to attach this to the villain, which is really powerful for Cyclops. But yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.